In practice problem number 2, the f of x function is the square root of x and then add 3. So we'll square root the input value and then add 3. The g of x function is 2 times x squared. So we'll square the input and then multiply by 2. Let's practice. First, f of g of x means we're going to input g of x into f of x. So where the x is in f of x, we're going to replace it with the g of x function. So instead of just x under the radical, we'll have 2x under the radical. 2x squared under the radical. Now to simplify. The square root of 2 can't be simplified, so we leave that the square root of 2. The square root of x squared can be simplified. We can take out 1x and then add 3. This is a fully simplified function. So f of g of x is x times 2, the square root of 2, plus 3. Let's reverse the composition. We're looking for g of f of x. We need to put the f function into the g function. The f function is the square root of x plus 3. So we'll take the g function and input the square root of x plus 3 into the x position. Now, a lot of students struggle with this simplification. It's not just the square root of x squared plus 3 squared. This is the square root of x plus 3 times itself. And now it's a big distribution problem. I'll start with the square root of x times the square root of x. The square root of x times the square root of x is x squared. Is just x. Goodness. Second, the square root of x times 3 is 3x. Now I'll distribute the 3. 3 times the square root of x is 3 square root of x. And 3 times 3 is 9. Now to combine like terms. 3 square root of x plus another 3 square root of x is the only thing that can be combined here to make 6 square root of x. And finally, I can distribute the 2. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 6 is 12, and 2 times 9 is 18. Now that was several more steps than our previous examples, and that's simply because we're squaring, which means we're multiplying that thing by itself. So our final answer looks like I've left off an x, Goodness. Okay. Check out my next video for example number 3.